Good afternoon, everybody.
Mouthful
This
of
TV,
food, and I'm your
that's
boy
NJ,
Nor. Preface this, hey,
and we're all in all.
yeah, this is all in all, very exciting episode today. It is November 5th, Election Day. Would you look at that? Very
Election
exciting
day. Talk
episode.
to me while I eat these ribs. Talk to me, man. How you feel?
Oh, I feel horrible about you eating food on the pod. I uh, I feel like day by day our friendship dwindles. Um, what else? How
You
else do
are
I
gay, bro.
feel?
You actually might be gay, dude.
No, that just is what it is. I don't know. I feel pretty good about this election. I'm hoping that democracy prevails here.
And that means Kamala Harris, correct?
Um, yeah, it means Kamala Harris.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, yo, you gotta move your mic away from the speaker. I'm coming back. My voice is coming back.
No way.
Way.
Let me see.
No, obviously, for anybody that doesn't know, if hoping Donald Trump wins, and that will be for democracy, in my opinion. You can just turn the gain down on your mic. Well, a couple technical difficulties. Um,
Am I good?
maybe we're gonna find out as we progress. I'll let you know if I hear myself again. But yeah, hoping Donald Trump wins. Hoping that the candidate that didn't even go through a primary does not win. Hoping the party that does not enforce voter ID does not win. Because as you know, no voter ID can only lead to one thing, and what is that? Fraud, fraud and
No.
cheating and lies.
A good democracy. That's what it leads to.
No voter ID leads to good democracy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is this like some
Let me
sarcastic
explain to
thing
you
I
why.
hear? Okay, tell me why.
Let me explain to you why.
And I'll tell you why you're wrong. Cause you okay?
Because
Let me preface this and just let you know.
because that allows women empowerment. And so you gotta just let these people vote freely, man. They're illegals, bro. They don't have social security. They can vote. And then if I want to vote 5 times, I should be allowed to. Why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I? I want to vote 5 times. You want to vote once? Go ahead, vote once. I want to vote 5 times. I vote 5 times. And then Kamala wins because she deserves it.
Yep. And I'll go ahead and vote for my grandma. I'll vote for my mom, my dad,
There you go. And
my
then your whole
my
family's in Congress,
crazy
bro.
aunt in a psychiatric facility.
And then next thing you know, your family's in fucking in Congress and they got everybody hooked on cigarettes and then we're good. We're good to go, bro. We're good to go.
Perfect. Yeah, here
All
we
right.
go. Here we go. What do you got for us today, Thomas?
So I wanted for us to work on the intro and it be a little bit smoother. That clearly wasn't the case today. So next time we're gonna be better at it.
I think that
So
was a great
we,
intro. It's
yeah,
election day.
sure. It's election day. Election day. We're gonna call it election day because it's gonna come out tomorrow. No, Thursday. And so let's have it. So, of course, we have one question about women, as always. We always talk a little bit about women. We just sprinkle it on top. And then we're going to talk about a couple of different things, right? To help fellow YouTubers like us make better videos, right? Then we're going to talk about a couple personal questions, We're going to talk we're going to have story time. Hopefully, we narrow it down to 40 minutes and hopefully I can make some good shorts about it. But let's get right into it. First question, we're going to start it off with a women question and then that's it. No more talks about women. Oh, there's one more after that. But all right, besides the point. So, how would you feel if your girlfriend 10 years later, you break up with her, or whatever, she ends up marrying your best friend? Because that's happened a lot. That's happened a lot. And I know a lot of stories like that. How would you feel? Would you go to that wedding? Would you be that man's best man? Would it feel a little bit awkward? Talk to me. Come on.
So, my girlfriend has been around my best friend while we were dating. While we were
Sure. I'm
dating.
not saying that she cheated. She didn't cheat.
No.
All right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyways, back to the question. So she didn't cheat on you. Like you guys ended
Was
on
he around?
somewhat good terms.
Were they both around each other because they were around me?
Yes.
How long did we date?
2 years.
Here's the problem. And when did they start dating afterwards? 10 years after?
No, they started dating about, I want to say, let's say 1 year. Let's say
What?
1 year.
1 year is kind
Let's
of
say 1 year. Yeah.
crazy.
And like 1 year when you found out, you don't know if it started before that. But then this guy, but then your best friend ends up marrying her. So what's up with that? Like,
It's
let's
okay.
talk
So
about it. Let's
so
talk
let's
about
talk
it.
about what the real problem there is. It's like, okay, so
Is
my
there a problem?
so let's just see what the let me roll. So you have to assume at that point that your best friend had been wanting to fuck your girl the whole time you were dating, and that's fucked up, to say the least. Um, a year after, we only dated for 2 years. They dated in this scenario till marriage. I mean, is it gonna be kind of weird? But at the end of the day, like, I guess fuck it. I guess fuck it.
Right? You'd still go to the wedding, be your best man. I know it would be a little bit awkward, but that's your boy, and at the end of the day, you ride, he's happy, you're happy, you're sitting there chugging Budweiser, and
It well, here's the
you're
thing.
sad, but
Fuck it.
it's
If it's
okay.
really
It's
been a
part of
year,
life.
if it's really been a year, fuck it. It's like it depends how. It's like if they never lost contact that whole time, pretty fucked up. Like actually fucked up. If they lost contact and then like met up somewhere and were like, then it's way better than the other scenario. You feel me?
Mm. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I think that's a good response. I wouldn't even give you mine because I overreact, right? So that's okay, So, but like I would eventually get over it. So like you got to get over shit. Let's move on, man. All right. Next question. How do we just started a YouTube channel. How do we make better videos? How do we make more interesting topics? Like where do we get this from? Because there's only so much to talk about. Like how do we get to a point where people actually watch us? Let's talk about it.
How do we get to point? Okay, so how do we come up with topics? Well, primarily the topics have all depended on Thomas to come up with, but what have the topics really been? Just like what's been happening in the world? A lot about women.
A
So it's
lot of
really
women
just
topics,
like
man.
whatever is whatever is something that we think about a lot, we come up with questions about it to debate on. And I mean
Cool.
that's really what it is.
But the thing is, how do we know those are good topics? How do we know those catch people, right? Because like, of course, you can sit there with a couple buddies and talk about something that's interesting, but it's different to like
Can
because
we
you
make
go
it
on TikTok,
entertaining
you
to
scroll
watch?
on Instagram. What are most of the videos you see? Women dancing. Those are like 90% of my videos are women dancing, and I don't even mean to look at them, but like it just like it pops up, and I
That's
watch
your
for like five
algorithm.
seconds.
That's your algorithm though.
I know it's fucked, but still, it's not even on me, bro. Like they just started bombarding it, so
But
then
then
next
you
thing you
kept
know, you start
watching it.
watching it.
The type of content that you watch for longer is gonna show up in your algorithm.
I
That's
know it's bullshit.
that's why
It's
in my
bullshit,
algorithm it's a bunch of fucking like golden retrievers and animals eating each other.
bro. Why are you capping, bro? You are
I'll show
capping
you
like
right
a
now. I'll
motherfucker.
show you
You
right
are
now.
capping. You are straight capper right
Okay,
there on the
I don't
other
even need
side
to
of this
explain. Literally today,
this
I
stream.
saw a polar bear eating a seal while it was still alive, and it was one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
That sounds crazy.
It was fucking crazy. But
It's probably a dope video. It's
but
probably a dope
also
video,
but also nowadays, like for the last couple of years, like I guess you could call it like incel, like which is men that like hate women, or just like what women have become, like this like thought culture. It's like it's been like a big topic. So it's definitely something that as two men in their early 20s, mid 20s, which is
It's
crazy.
funny,
Which is crazy.
which is crazy. It's
Two men in
sad.
their mid 20s, it's obviously a pretty big topic in their life. just because that just it's the life we're living right now. It's like
Yeah, it's true. It's
wh-
true. And like I don't mean like I'm gonna make this a short to all the fellow women out there that think like I like downgrade them and stuff. Like I don't mean that. I just mean like as a society, we've shifted from those values. Even men, right? Even men. Like both sides have shifted from those values that like at one point were really important to us. Now we just brush them off and it has a lot of repercussions. We can see it. But that's besides the point. So I think honestly nowadays, right? Like there's too many podcasts, right? Like that's why we were hesitant about starting a podcast because there's way too many podcasts, right? And everybody talks about practically the same thing, just like different views. So like how do you get people to watch your videos, right? Because Mr. Beast videos are very different, right? Like some of these people they just have magic tricks and they get views, and it's like it's shit that's catchy, but it's different from what I'm trying to do from what we're trying to do, And so, how do you get people to engage with you? How do you get people to engage with you just by you talking to one another when there's 1,000, if not tens of thousands, 100,000s of podcasts out there practically doing the same thing?
um you just got to keep it interesting. You can't be yapping. Like, yeah, you just got to make it something that people want to listen to. It's like
True. And how do you do that?
a lot of people's attention spans are gone. So like even this
True.
conversation right now, people are if somebody sees this, they're like, put the fucking fries in the bag, bro. And they're like like we're talking, we're yapping. But then somebody might find it interesting. But
That's a fact.
coming from two guys that are like 7 weeks into a YouTube show, I don't really know yet. I know that shorts bring. I know shorts have brought me to a couple podcasts, and like clips, and then I went to the podcast, and they kept that same energy the whole way through, which is what I believe we
Yeah,
try to do as well. But like,
we try,
but
and we're
even with
getting
that
better at it.
said, as I'm speaking to you, I'm thinking, put the fries in the fucking bag, bro. Like to myself.
I know. That's why we gotta move. We gotta keep moving, and we're getting better at it. Don't worry,
But
don't worry. We'll get better. All right.
but
Next topic, completely fucking different. How funny do you think you are? On a scale of 1 to 10, how funny would you say you are?
I'd say it depends on the context. Am I comedian tell jokes funny? Meh. Am I like when I'm with the boys? Am I getting a lot of laughs in the room? Yeah. If like me and the if if somebody try to roast me, will I light that motherfucker on fire? Yeah. It's like it depends. It depends on the scenario. Like I'm a 10 out of 10 campfire funny, and that's facts. And I don't want to hear shit
He
about
said campfire funny, bro. You
like
wild, dog. You
that's
wild.
facts. I'm like 10 out of 10 drink a beer, campfire funny.
Hey, 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 hey. Props, props, props. You know your worth, and you just
Like you
hey,
ask me,
I
are
fuck
you
them.
funny? I'm
Fuck
like, does
them.
a
Hey,
bear shit in the woods, bro? That's what I'm gonna tell you, dog.
that's not how you came off first, bro. You were like, well, when it comes to stand up, I don't know,
Yeah, like can I
but
tell
the
jokes? No, I
campfire
don't tell
funny, I'm
jokes.
10 out of 10.
I don't
Yeah, I
tell
don't tell
jokes,
jokes either,
but I'm
but I
funny.
roast people, and yeah, and so I'll cook people, and I'll be straight honest, and then that sometimes will make people laugh just with my eyes and my like expressions and my way of like,
The way you look, shit like that.
no, not that, not that. Chill, 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 chill. All right. So I think scale of 1 to 10, being honest with myself, I'm not gaslighting myself. Like a 10 out of 10, that's unrealistic. I would say I'm like a 7 out of 10, right? And and I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I can make a girl laugh when I'm going out with her. I can make my dogs laugh when I'm going out with them. And that's all it is. That's all it is. Look at this motherfucker taking off his
I
headphones,
heard you the
putting
whole
them back
time,
on.
bro. I had to charge. I gotta charge my shit, dog.
It's all right. I'll just go talk to the wall, bro. All
Do it.
right. So how can you be funnier?
How can you be funnier? I don't know. I think you find what Here's the thing. I think you find what kind of humor makes you laugh, and then that's also how you can be funny. So then that's just like
That's
what
a
you
fact.
do. That's just
That's a
like
fact. You
what you do.
replicate it.
Like when I'm like out at the
Yeah.
bar with my friends and I see like some trifling ass bitch, and I know my homie who's also cuz like me I'm a very perceptive guy. Like I'm very aware of my surroundings and I always got something to say about them. So like when I just even if it's a goofy ass motherfucking dude, just like I'll like tap my friend on the shoulder and because they know me, they know I'm like up just obscure with my vision. Like I'm always trying to see some fucking weird shit. Like I'll tap my
Like,
homie and
look
be
at that guy
like he really
with
thought he put
sweatpants
that
and
on tonight.
Sperry's.
Like he really thought he put that on tonight, didn't he? And like me and my boys will laugh and then we'll just like go back to doing whatever we were doing. Or or just
Like, look at this clown. Look at this clown with sweatpants and Sperry's. Who the fuck is this guy?
oh yeah, big callback. Nice one, buddy. Mister,
Took
I
it
don't.
back.
Mister, coming from Mister, I don't really like my haircut today. It's like shut
Yo,
the
yo. Why you gotta do that to me, man? Bro, we gotta clip these things, bro. I don't like when you mean to me like that, bro. It hurt my feelings, you know? It hurt my feelings. Look, I'm gonna tell you one simple thing you can do to be funnier. Simple thing, quick, easy. You cuss more. That's it. If you cuss more and you say words like the word that starts with the F and ends with the AGGOT, then you're good. You're good, you know? But hey,
There's like
that's
shock
just
value. There's like shock value funny, but
exactly. So when you cuss more, you get more of a kick. You get more of an emphasis, you know? And so
like
like
what's
I don't
funny
know.
is nowadays it's like when you're meeting somebody new and they drop like the F word first, it's like, oh, this might actually be a cool guy. You know what I mean? We're like back in the day, it's just like, yeah, everybody calls everybody that. But nowadays it's like, oh, this guy's not like a pansy or anything. Like this might be like a cool guy. Like let me actually listen to what he's saying instead of just like completely writing this guy off from the first time he entered this like my group of people while I'm out. You know what I mean? Like when somebody walks up to your friends at the bar and then now they're integrated into the group for the rest of the night, but they end up being like a cool guy and you kind of pick up on little things they say, like for instance that um yeah,
100%.
but not a bunch of
100%.
cuss words like, oh, this, yeah, you know what I'm about to say. But
Yeah,
yeah,
100%. All right. So, worst rejection story. Go. I already know it. I
damn,
already
I would have
know it.
prepared one. I got a lot. I'm a shoot my shotter. Let's get one thing straight, and I've missed a lot. But
Hey,
miss,
you only got one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow because opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
oh, okay. But however, so through my, I would honestly say hundreds of shots. I wish I was as good as I was for like the first ones as I am now. You know what I mean? Because like the
So
first
you've
one,
gotten worse. You've gotten worse. The
no,
more
no, no,
shots
no,
you've taken, you've
no.
gotten worse.
I'm literally saying the exact opposite. I said I wish.
That's
So for the last ones, like the last one, I wish I was as good as I am now. As I, but obviously you can't be. But it's like one of my first rejection stories. This is like the one that came up quick.
go ahead.
I was. This is like maybe. Oh, it has to be like 3 years after high school because I was at a bar. So I must have been 21 because I wasn't really going out to bars before then. I was just drinking, not at the bar. But either way, and I didn't really shoot many shots at this point. And I was mostly nervous to do it, and I didn't really like doing it because I didn't really like rejection. But this time I was just like, fuck it. Like I knew this girl, like I knew of her from high school. I honestly couldn't tell you her name. Like that's how far our friend groups were, but I saw her, you know what I mean, in high school. And so I see her there and I'm just like, ah, fuck it. Like I don't even think she's that attractive. I'm just like I had gone into like going to the bar with the expectation of myself just like hitting on girls, like working on trying to be okay with rejection and or talk like cold approach. You know what I mean? So I go up to these two girls, and I sit down at the table. I'm like, hey, what's up? This seat taken? They're like, no. I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, like, you know, all that shit that goes through your head. Like, in my head, I'm thinking, oh, good start, great start, Nor, great start, big body.
You're like, dude, let him
Let him
cook, bro. Let him cook.
And so I'm just like asking them. I'm like, so what? You guys waiting for anybody? Like something like that. And then they're like, no. I'm like, oh, you guys got no guys meeting you up tonight? Because I'm like trying to figure out, like, all right, do they got boyfriends or something? And then they're like, no. And one of them says, no, we're actually gay. And I know this is not the case. And I'm just like, oh, really? And now I'm like thinking in my head, like, this girl's trying to punk me right now and make me look foolish and embarrass me in front of her friend. So she's just like, yeah, that's my girlfriend. Like, I love her. Like, and I think she says something about like eating her pussy, like weird stuff at this point. Like, really trying to hoe me at this point.
Oh yeah.
So, and then so I, in my defensiveness, which is fucked up. Don't get me wrong, which is fucked up on my part. I tell them. So I basically like feel a little embarrassed. Like, these girls want me to go away so bad they're pretending to be gay. So either way. But yeah, that was probably the worst one I can think of right now.
Anyways, I think my worst rejection story would be
I got
because
redemption
I can't
for
think
mine,
of many.
though. If I could think, I could probably think of a better one. But that was the, Go ahead.
I think like see like for me like you know me like I don't really approach women like that. Like I wait until it's a guaranteed thing. You know, I wait until it's a guaranteed thing.
Which is solid.
Yeah, but I missed out on a lot of shots, I think. So I remember one of the last times I went out with Cam, to what's that place called? Fuck, I can't remember.
Fifth Street.
No.
Fifth Street.
Yeah. I
Fifth
think
Ave.
that's what,
Fifth Ave.
Fifth Ave, not Fifth Street. Fifth
Royal
Ave.
Oak.
Yeah.
Royal Oak.
Yep. So I went to Fifth Ave, right? And I get hammered. I think that was the night I was with you guys. No, I don't think so. Anyways, so I get hammered, and I remember. Like the only thing I remember is me talking to like 15 different women and just being like, "Hey, what's up? How's it going? Nice to meet you. I'm Thomas. Can I buy you a drink?" And like I spent so much money and I had no fucking numbers. Like no numbers, no recollection of what they looked like. I know I looked cross-eyed, so they probably thought I was batshit crazy. And so like it's just like it was not good. And so now I realize I can't be that drunk. But when I am that drunk, I talk to anybody and I don't care. But I look crazy. My eyes get fucking nuts, dude. And so I can't get that drunk. Like God doesn't want me to get that drunk for good reason, but it's just it sucks.
I can proudly say I have never. I was almost a liar for a second. I
Almost. We are all
I almost have never have bought a girl a drink. But then I literally, as I was saying that, I remembered this one baddie. But fuck, missed out.
Didn't work out. It's all right. It's all right.
She was bad though. It was worthwhile.
It's all right, man. Look,
I didn't
we
get
all
the snap.
got
I
them.
did get the snap though.
Hey, yeah. And then she
Never went
Snapchatted you
anywhere.
once, and then
Never
that was
went
it. That was it. But no, on the same note, I am gonna shoot my shot either tomorrow or Thursday with this girl. So
Planning it is crazy.
I know because, bro, I'll tell you. Not
Wait,
right now.
Are
I can't
we in
tell you
our
right now.
mid-20s or are we 14?
I'm still 14 at heart. Okay, you gotta understand that. And so I gotta wait. I gotta plan it. Gotta make sure it's a certain thing, like I said, and then boom, I'm gonna shoot it. But regardless, I'm gonna shoot it. But oh yeah, I got a couple more days to shoot it. So trust it. Trust the process.
But yeah,
Yeah.
talk about
Moving on.
rejection.
Exactly.
Sometimes the person that rejected you is in fact in the wrong and a goofy dumb bitch. But
Exactly.
that's
Sometimes
to
they're
level
not.
that out. And
That's
sometimes
to
your
level that out.
approach was mad wild. Your approach is mad
Exactly.
wild, buddy.
Exactly. I know. Sometimes my approach is mad wild. So we got 2 more segments, and then we'll wrap it up because I think we're at what 40 minutes already.
Yep.
All right. 2 segments. We have one. We're gonna react to this video. I've already seen it. I don't know if Noah's seen it. I don't think he has. And so we're gonna see how he reacts to it. So pull it up real quick.
Argument.
All right, pull it on the big screen. We need to see this in the big screen. This is a movie theater. Cut the lights.
Cut the lights.
Let's get it right.
Okay, I'm blocking Shapiro a little bit. I'm gonna move myself down.
No.
No. It's fine. It's fine. Trust me.
Oh, don't do that shit you did last time. All right. You ready?
Yep.
Oh, you gotta be ready, man. It's gonna hit you like a brick. Look at this guy. Boom.
Well, okay, we're gonna take this chair.
Chair backwards. This guy's got a big dick, everybody.
Look at that.
Hey, Ben.
Like a bro, my friend. All right,
How's it going?
let's break open
First
beer or
question.
something.
Can
Okay.
men get pregnant?
Men cannot.
Okay. Real quick. I already hate everything about this guy. I hate who he is pretending to be. I hate like his attitude. This like I don't even know how to describe it. This guy is a fucking queer though. And he may love to eat pussy and everything, but this guy's a fag.
Just what?
Not get pregnant.
Okay. Awesome. So,
Definitionally.
definitionally, okay.
Didn't say that
Do
word,
men
right?
experience SA? Sexual assault.
Sure.
Got it. What about the existence of trans men?
What about the existence? Do you mean women who believe that they are men? What are we talking about here? Women experiencing gender dysphoria?
So, my other question is, do you benefit from white supremacy in any way, shape, or form?
I'm going to need more specifics on what you mean by white
Well, here,
supremacy.
let me give it to you then.
Sure, please.
So, I'm a transgender man.
Okay.
I've experienced SA.
Okay.
And abortion rights affect me directly. So, if we're talking about the American dream that you live,
So-
why don't I have access to that? Because there's no legislation.
Real quick, this guy has a ring on his finger. This person's married.
Yes. He's gonna say it.
What in the history of America that legislates a man's body? So why does mine have to be legislated? I've got a vagina.
I'm not interested in what your genitalia are.
Clearly you are. I mean, it's all over everything you
no,
make, buddy. I'm sorry. I hate to say it to you, but
I think you can read on my face that I radically am not.
Have.
I think you can read on my face that I radically am not. When we're talking about
No,
abortion,
I don't. I mean, you can present it here, but in most of the content that you have, you attack my community constantly. And you don't even realize guys like me exist who actually share a lot of similarities to you and everything, because I'm a married man of 20 years.
I'm
got
I
a wife.
recognize that you exist. I disagree with your
Right,
claim
so
that you
if
are a
I
male.
was sexually assaulted, right, and I didn't have access to that abortion care, do you believe that I should have carried that child to term because
What does
I
this
was
have to-
sexually assaulted?
I mean,
No, I just want to make sure that that's what you believe. Because as a transgender man, I have seen your side of the entire political debate, never ever having the conversation of what an American freedom is. Because why am I not allowed to live my American freedom as a man? You know, I mean, you get your choice as a man to live and free and all that.
You're really moving around terminology very wildly here.
And so are you, because that's the tactics you play in your game. And you've done it the entire time. You jump from one subject to the next. You speak so fast, and I know how you work. So how does it feel to have it in your face?
Oh, well, I mean,
This isn't
Because I'm
real.
sick and tired of the shit that you have put against my community, especially black trans women. Because you constantly disregard all of our needs and then use us politically as a pawn when we're 1% of the population. Why not focus on the economy itself? All of us are struggling, and you want to focus on trans people. You want to focus on a black woman when this is clearly a glass cliff situation. America's falling apart, and let's give it a woman right when it's all falling apart, when we'd had, what, 50 men run it and it looks like shit? Look at where we're at. Surely,
So-
where do you think that we're heading? I
So-
mean, it's so funny to watch
You've
like
been going
white
for-
supremacy just fall apart the way that it is, and you ride so hard. Because guess what? In other countries around the world, women are not having children. And why is it? Because of the patriarchy and all the violence that men perpetuate, and all of this idea.
Okay, I just want to say I'm really mad right now. This guy just is just, he's not even making, he's just saying things.
Dude, I know. He's just ranting.
Like I'm not even sure if he was once a girl or once a guy. Like I'm not even sure what's happening, and he's just like, and the snaps in the background. Like I don't even want to say what I want to say, but it doesn't even matter, dude. It literally doesn't even matter. Fuck it.
Idea that abortion is somehow going to solve it all by forcing women to have abortion instead of focusing on the real problems that we're facing in our society. We're just going to completely ignore that, and we're just going to go, you know what? The line item is, let's make women have babies so that we can continue this capitalistic society that we have. Why are we doing that? What? I mean, why? Because you want to push white supremacy and because you want to make your check? It does great for you. Meanwhile, people like me have to live with the consequences of all of your rhetoric that you put on a daily basis, and including my entire community and the intersectionalities of Black women, men that experience SA, trans people, everyone that comes in. And I'm so sick of the idea that you can come in with trans people.
Look at, like, because he just mentioned Black women. Look at this Black girl. Look at this Black girl. Wait for it.
Everyone that comes in. And I'm so sick of the idea that you can come in with this bravado, that you're this big guy that knows things because you can talk fast, you have statistics. But really, what does it really matter at the end of the day if you are...
You can talk fast and you have statistics. So you can say your point quickly and you have the facts to back them up. Yeah, what do you have, Ben Shapiro?
Bro, this guy is talking to a brick wall. He doesn't even want to respond.
Entire American... This guy's been accused of rape. Dude. Trump. In like court documents, and you're backing the guy.
Was he ever?
Like, you have children. How could you do that to your own? Don't you have a daughter? Like, what is wrong with you, dude? I've never seen such a party just completely like the American idea, what we believe in as a country, is not what you're perpetuating. It's diversity. It's giving you tired, hungry, and poor. The Google phone you have in your pocket is because of all of the diversity we've had. Pleasure to meet you.
There's no way that guy just gets to walk away and not get a response, right? Pleasure to meet you, you dick. That's who's voting for Kamala Harris.
So how it goes? So how it goes? It's like when they raise like 14 flags, right? Were raised. That's like more than half of the people raised their flags. So then they vote the speaker out, basically. And so they voted him out, and then the time's up, and then they move on. So it's like Ben Shapiro, 1 Republican versus 25 Kamala Harris voters. He's the worst one. He's straight up batshit crazy. Like, and I think it's so funny how he just goes there and just rants for 5 fucking minutes and then just leaves. He starts off with 3 questions, turns the chair around, and then just starts ranting. What are your thoughts? Go ahead, tell me. Go ahead.
I think it's really funny how he started with the chair the other way and like his legs wide, realized his literal pussy lips were too far apart, so then he had to turn the chair the other way and sit like a human being. I think that this guy's an absolute lunatic. I think I understand why Kamala Harris even has any ground to stand upon when it comes to voters, because it's very clear to see, like, I don't think Donald Trump is going to be the greatest president in history. Let's get one thing across.
Nice. Yeah.
I think that Kamala Harris is the fucking devil, dude. I think she is an evil person who is nothing but a puppet. I think it is insane that she is even like the running candidate for the Democrats. There was never a primary. Biden just got sick. They realized he wasn't going to win. Something happened to Biden where they were just like, let's just get him out. We're not going to win. We're not going to have our puppet anymore. It's over. And then they just put Kamala in. And it's all these fucking morons that it doesn't matter if it's a black president, a white president, a girl, a man. It doesn't matter. An Arab, an Argentinian. It doesn't matter who's in the White House. It's nothing is going to get better for that specific community because they're in the White House. What did Barack Obama do for black people?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
that's what I try to tell people, but they don't understand.
So what
this,
do
man.
people think Kamala Harris is gonna do for women? Can somebody just explain this to me?
Like the honest question is like, what more do they want? Do they need? You know, it's like It's like when Jordan Peterson goes up there and he's like, "You want more women CEOs? What if more women don't want to be CEOs?" Which is the case. Most women don't want to be CEOs, just like most men don't want to be CEOs. So like, I don't know. I just think it's a delusional thought that like the media, like they put out all these statistics, and it's like, oh, look, it's mostly man and it's mostly white man, and it's like, yes, but like those are mostly the people that want it, like you have to first ask the question, who wants it?
And this is
And then
also
second,
coming. Sorry, go ahead.
no, that's it.
And this is also coming from like somebody that I'm obviously a Christian. Ben Shapiro is Jewish. Clearly, he's got a fun little
Yeah.
hat on his head.
Yeah, he's Jewish, but I respect a lot what he says.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. So like, part of him not liking abortion is definitely due to probably religious beliefs.
Absolutely.
Which is, in my opinion, that's a lot where it stems from me, because I don't think you're gonna get pregnant or have a child. I believe God creates life. So God created a life, and you're pregnant. Now that also goes back to, you opened up your legs, and this guy was arguing about sexual assault, SA, which is a, in my opinion, somewhat of a valid point, because I have sisters, obviously.
Yeah.
And if something like that happened to them,
so
it's like, I believe that's a bit of a sticky situation. But at the end of the day, God created that life.
likewise, exactly, likewise. And so like abortion is like always like, oh, well, what about the people that are, and it's like, well, that's not where most abortions happen, like I know personally a lot of people that have gotten like an abortion, and and so like, and it's directly affected me, so it's like, I understand why they do it, but at the end of the day we have to put two things straight. One, that is a life that you're killing willingly, right? And that's no easy way to like that's a fact. That's a fact. You're killing that life. Even though you kill it right as soon as it starts, you're killing it. And second of all, most of the time it's because we're irresponsible. So it's like, oh, well, we don't want the baby to have a bad life. It's like, why did you have sex? So, well, I think we'll just wrap it up with, your irresponsibilities do not like do not grant you the ability to make decisions like that. It's like, oh, because I'm poor, because I don't have any money, I can steal from the very rich to feed my family. It's like the story of Robin Hood. Like we have some sympathy for him because he's poor, but at the end of the day, what you're doing is still wrong. Like what you're doing it for isn't, but what you're doing is wrong.
Yeah,
And
100%.
so we have to
Because here's the thing.
separate the two.
Okay, so it's almost like punishing a son for the sins of its father. You know what I mean?
Oh my, exactly. That's exactly it,
Because
man.
okay, this baby came into a place. Like, say it was like the worst case scenario that this baby was put into the womb, right? So let's just say that. So that baby, even if you're not religious, it's like, that's a life. The moment the moment it's an embryo, it's a life, because it's just alive. You know what I mean? It's so at that point it's murder. So everybody's talking about all these rights. Like, what about the rights of that person? Like, sure, that person is in another
They
body
can't fight for
and they
them.
can't be sustained alone, but it's another person. Like, there's vegetables in the hospital that you can't just go punch them in the face. They're a person, but they can't live
Exactly.
without being plugged into a machine. It just so happens that
Exactly.
this thing can't live without a different resource, which just comes from the mother and not a bunch of machines.
Mhm.
So
And like
it's just
what
like,
I hear a lot, what I hear a lot from like the pro-abortion stance, it's like, well, what about Plan B? What about birth control? What about IUDs? Where sometimes, I think it's IUD, I don't know how to say, but that sometimes that thing reacts as soon as the like as soon as it's conceived, it like almost kills it, you know? And so it's like, do you think that's wrong? And
well,
then most people say no.
I'm pretty sure what Plan B does actually is it makes sure a new egg, which I think this is relevant to what you're saying. When you take Plan B, it makes the next egg, I think it makes it either not fall or like a dead egg or something like that.
Yeah, we have to look that up. We have
But
to look
like,
that up at some
but
point.
that's like Plan B is like the closest thing to an abortion. And if I think
I identify as a tree. You better start calling me tree because I'm a tree.
I identify as a tree, you gotta call me trunk. It's like, listen, bro.
Trunk, bro. That's gonna be my nickname, Trunk, dude.
But,
Yo, that's funny.
yeah, and I think that's all I really have to say about that topic. Now,
Alright,
really quick,
so-
let me go ahead and switch these cams back.
Yeah.
We'll be
Let's
right
go back to
we'll
the
be
main
right back.
screen.
We're back.
All right. So, abortion is always a sticky, tricky subject, right? Both. And so, I think a lot of people shy away from them or they bring it up because they know they're going to get a lot of heat. They're going to get a lot of heat, especially because, like, I think, like, honestly speaking, like, men should not really, like, they should have their opinions on it. But at the end of the day, it's not us that are carrying the babies. So, like,
But it's my baby too.
we can say,
It's my
yeah,
baby too.
like it is. But at the end of the day, like you don't have as much of a say. Like you can say you do, but you don't because she's the one that's carrying it, you know? And yes, it takes two to tango, but at the end of the day, she's the one that she's carrying it. And so that's why like I resonate with women, like I feel for them, and I know it's a lot harder on them than I can ever imagine, but we have to keep the facts, and an abortion is it is killing a life. And sometimes, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's a
true.
tough topic.
Yeah,
So,
it is quite the tough topic, honestly. But what can you?
so let's finish it off with 4 quotes. Nora's going to try to guess which one is mine. And I don't think he's going to guess it this time. So, let's run it. It doesn't matter how many times you're wrong. You only have to be right once. Don't expect anything, and you'll never be disappointed. I look up, I see faith. I look down, I see hate. And all I want to do is elevate my self state. And then fourth, I went to see about a girl.
Oh shit. What's that from? I'm gonna go crazy. You're gonna have to tell me what that last one's from. I went to see about a girl. I know that. Yours was number 3 though. And it wasn't. That was not hard this time. But what I went to see about a girl. What's that from?
Come on, man. You should know this shit.
I went to see about a girl.
Matt Damon's in it.
Oh, Good Will Hunting. Nice. Nice. It's what he wrote on the little note at the end. Nice. Let's go.
I went to see about a girl.
That was
Hey.
such a classic. That one was way too easy.
Yeah, I know. It's all right.
Good
We'll get
Will
better.
Hunting. Yeah,
get better.
that was good though. I think I'm 3-1 right now though.
Well, I think now you're 4-1 or 5-1. I don't know. But you're
We'll
way
have to-
ahead. I gotta catch up. It's okay. I'll get there. Anyways, all in all, it's been fun. A lot of topics. We're gonna have to shorten it a little bit. But whoever has listened to it all the way through, we appreciate y'all. And
Amen.
hey, we'll be week.
Yeah. Happy election day. When this is posted, I
Happy
think
election
we're
day.
gonna find out. We're gonna know who's president. So
Damn right. So, hey,
turning point in
all
of
in
our
all.
lifetime. Turning point of our lifetime.
turning point.
Mark.
Hey, all in all,
All in all, hit it.
all in all.
It's been good.